Alright, are we up and going? Looks like it. Okay. Alright, everyone. Funny thing is, I actually realized this before starting the stream. I've... This is... I don't think I've ever streamed a Leafgreen solo run before on YouTube. Or at least it's been a very, very long time. Like, I tried to do the little YouTube feature where you can, like, use the settings of the last one for the previous streams. I could not find a Leafgreen one. So, like, I don't remember the last time I even streamed a Leafgreen run. It's been so long. It might have been when I did, Shedinja or Wobbuffet on Twitch. But that was before I switched to YouTube. Yeah, I was hoping for Swellow. I was kind of hoping for it or Noctowl, but the results were pretty close. Okay, so we're doing Pidgeot, so let's take a look at what we're dealing with here. So Pidgeot, its stats aren't necessarily the best. It's got 80, it's pretty balanced and everything, and it's got great speed, so we're pretty much going to outspeed everything, I'd say, even Lance's Aerodactyl, because given some stat XP, or EVs, we will be able to outspeed it. And let's see, we got 80 attack, 75 defense, 70 in the special stats. I mean, our special attack is useless. Oh no, we're not starting with Pidgey. We're starting with Pidgeot. Yep, so our special attack is going to be useless because the only special attack we can learn outside of egg moves is Thief, and I'm not using that, so I went with an Adamant Nature pretty easily. So this thing is pretty balanced. So let's take a look at our move sets here. Okay, we start with Gust, Quick Attack, Sand Attack, and Tackle. Quick Attack and Gust are great stab moves to start with. I'm pretty much going to ignore Tackle at all costs. And then we get these moves again. Whirlwind is... I can't really imagine a scenario where Whirlwind would be useful. Especially since Whirlwind's a negative priority move, so if we want to use it to switch out a tough opponent, they are going to get to move first. And then at 27, we'll get Feathered Wing Attack. And then Feather Dance, Agility, and Mirror Move. Those moves are pretty much going to be dead to us. So if we take a look at the TMs, we really don't get much of anything. But a saving grace is Steel Wing. That's going to be our main way of dealing with the champion's Rhydon. Because me and Steve were talking about this before the stream. I've been thinking about this the last few hours. Like, the Rhydon has very high HP and very high defense, so in terms of physical attack, it's actually more bulky than Cloyster, if you do the math, because Cloyster doesn't have as much HP as defense, but Rhydon, they're like nearly equal. So I'm like, how am I going to do this? And I realized we get Steel Wing, but Rhydon has really high defense. But I did the math. I know what level we have to be to get to the champion to two-shot his Rhydon. It has to be level 75, so there is a very high chance we're going to start seeing some Fisherman Elliott grinding. Live on YouTube for the first time ever. So that'll be nice. And then we'll also get Return and Aerial Ace for stab damage. Aerial Ace and Wing Attack are the same power. Wing Attack has more PP, but Aerial Ace never misses, so I'm going to prioritize that, although I will keep both for a while just for PP management. And we get Sunny Day and Rain Dance, like always. And we're not going to have access to Double Team because Double Team is through Pickup. And if it's not on my main Pokemon, Pickup is banned. Because in some games, like, it can, if given the right luck, it can really alter a Pokemon's time. Like, can you imagine if I allowed Pickup in Ruby and Sapphire? Or Fire and Leaf Green? They both have a 10% chance of a rare candy. Alright, so, darn it, I was off track. It was probably not important. Alright, so let's see, we'll take a look at our leaderboard here. Let's see, Mew and Celebi are in the top 2 positions, along with the other legendaries right here. Well, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres are down here. They're just not good. The Seal was originally going to be weak to water. Normal, electric, and water. I don't believe that. I do not believe that the Steel type was going to be originally weak to normal. Like, I don't believe that. That does not sound right to me. Alright, so let's get started, shall we? Space World 97. Oh. That was stupid. If they ended up going through with that, that would have been so bad. Alright. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, I'm gonna put Quick Attack up here, Gust right there, Sand Attack right there. Oh yeah, I forgot to look. Are we in the medium fast or medium slow group? Based on that XP yield, I think we're in medium slow. Can someone confirm? And also, since Brock is the Rock-type gym leader, we're going to be fighting every trainer and probably grind in the wild as well. But, on the bright side, we actually do get Sand Attack. So that will definitely help us with Brock, especially since his Onix has a Rock move. Medium slow. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. I might have been thinking of the other bird, Firo, because I think that's medium fast. Actually, now I'm curious. Are Noctowl and Swellow also medium slow, or are they different XP groups? Because, I mean, they're all Route 1 birds, pretty much. So that was the theme of the poll. Alright, there's a Pidgey. Ow. I gotta use a weaker move. Alright. I'm gonna catch this for Fly because I'm not teaching it to Pidgeot. Oh, so Noctowl is medium fast. So, I guess of the three, Noctowl would have been the worst to train. But one of the reasons I was kind of hoping for Noctowl is because Noctowl has a high special attack, and it learns moves like Psychic. So that's why it was going to be quite interesting. Alright, yeah. Art. Okay, I need some potions, some antidotes, 2 paralyze heals. That is interesting, though. Well, I guess in Johto, on like the first route, you can also encounter Pidgey. So I guess Hoot Hoot isn't the default Route 1 bird of Johto. It's pretty much Pidgey. Alright, since we're here, and I have to get as much experience as possible, I'm gonna go fight the optional rival. I'm just gonna get up to level 8 first. Oh, that's good training right there. That's really good. And luckily, in Generation 3, Pidgeot's ability is Keen Eye, so Sand Attack is absolutely useless against us. That's gonna be nice. So there was no fear from that Pidgey at all. Plus in the forest, since we have Gust, we're gonna be doing super effective damage against everything. It's going to be some really nice training. I did get some antidotes just in case we get poisoned. You know something that I never really understood? Like, Shouldn't Weedle get Poison Point? I mean, I'm glad it doesn't, because Poison Point's one of the worst abilities with Static, but like, and like Flame Body, but it has a poisonous point on top of its head. It should get Poison Point. It's kind of a weird design choice to me. Sorry if I won't be talking as much today. I'm just trying to keep it a little bit quiet tonight. Just don't want to accidentally talk too loud. And besides, we're just spamming Gust on bugs. Not much to talk about. Brock has Rock Tomb. That is true, but the one saving grace is Sand Attack. So I'm probably going to grind up to level 15 before trying him for the first time. And I'll set up some Sand Attacks on the Geodude and spam Quick Attack. And then I'll do the same thing to the Onix. You know something that would be really useful? If early on, before the first gym, you got like an Oranberry. Because that would help a lot on Brock. It's a flat 10 HP, but that's like a quarter of my health. No, don't... Oh, wait, no. I think I can take on the Light Years Trainer. I mean, he does have a Geodude, but it's like level 10. I think it'll be fine. Or it's 11, I don't remember. I will save, though, just in case. And since Quick Attack and Gust will do the same damage, it doesn't matter which one I use. This will kind of give us an idea of how we'll deal with against Brock. So I guess against Brock, we can predict Geodude will be like an 8-hit. Need all the HP we can get. Okay, let's try this. I'm still gonna set up like 2 Sand Attacks on the Geodude, because you can't be too safe. And plus, we need all the health we can get for Onix. Oh, that's doing more damage than I thought. And that was with 1 defense curl. And his tackles are doing pathetic damage. But it's not the Geodude I'm worried about, it's the Onix. Alright, let's see. Nice. That did not do that much. Dude, how are you hitting everything? Dude! That Onix only missed 1 Rock Tomb and then just hit me every single time. That was really bad luck. Alright, let's try that one more time. Alright, hopefully I can get some crits in. Oh boy. I'm taking more damage than last time. I mean, no wonder. That thing is at +6 now. Yeah, Rock Tomb came at me faster than a car on the highway. Yeah. Dude, that was a bad Geodude. Rock Tomb only did like 7 damage. 7 or 8. Alright, you know, I don't think it's worth continuing to try at this level. I need more HP and defense and a bit more attack, so since we're in medium slow and the training won't be that bad, I'm gonna train up to, I'd say level 17. I know it's not a damage rounding threshold, but we're mainly worried about defense and HP, because I need to be able to survive hits. But yeah, this is gonna suck. I couldn't make up my mind whether I wanted Gust in slot 1 or not. But I should probably have Quick Attack in slot 1 just because the super effective text won't pop up every time. But if I see a Kakuna or Metapod like this, I'll Gust. I mean, you know what's interesting? That first attempt, I was like slowly on my way to defeating that Onix. But then after that first Rock Tomb, despite it having 2 sand attacks, it just hit every single move, including moves like Bind and Tackle. Like, it just kept on hitting me, non-stop. Yeah, the overlay didn't keep up. It thought I was still facing Weedle. Static. This is why I bought some Paralyze heals. It's just in case early on, Pikachu paralyzes you. But after I defeat Brock, I will buy some more. I mean, hopefully at level 17, instead of the Tackle doing 4 damage from Geodude, it'll probably do like 3. And plus you have to remember, the Geodude has more attack than the Onix does. So, if the Geodude does like 4 damage, the Onix is probably doing 3 damage with Tackle. Maybe 2. Yeah, we'll see. Hey, Game Dev, can you see where, Steve is? I know he's not doing anything. I just haven't seen him in chat. Alright, we're almost there. Just a few more Weedles and Caterpies to go. You know, I guess it is nice that I didn't end up going with Noctowl just because of its experience group, but I'm pretty sure Noctowl starts with Hypnosis. So, Sleep would have been really good as well. I don't know if it'll be as good as Sand Attack, though, just because Hypnosis' accuracy is so bad. Alright. How long do you think the Brock split will be? Hopefully not much longer. Rock Tomb, but yeah. 20 minutes, I hope not. At 3 times speed, that's like 7 Brock fights. Alright, how much is Tackle doing now? That was a crit. 3 damage. Okay. Ooh. That's what I like to see. Some crits. Alright, one more. There we go. Sand attack. Ow. That did 13 damage. Do it again. Uh-oh, I'm speed tied. Oh well, doesn't matter. I've got quick attack. Alright. To be honest, besides Rock Tomb, the most dangerous move it can hit is Bind, because once it hits, that consistent damage it does every turn ignores accuracy. Come on. Come on. Yes! Not as bad as I thought, but I still had to grind in the forest. So it could have been better. Yeah, game dev, have some faith in me. Oh, I just realized. I forgot to put the over-under poll. Longest Brock. No, not by a long shot. My longest Brock split was 2.5 hours. That was Shedinja. It wasn't a lack of faith in you. Usually it is a lack in faith in me. Alright. I'm gonna set the over-under at 150. Just because I do have to do some Elliot grinding. But I don't know how much. There we go. I only have a lack of faith in you within Gen 1. Okay, that makes me feel better. Alright, I don't think I have to do a bunch of overtraining for a while. So I'm just gonna fight the mandatory trainers and maybe some easy optionals. Plus, the running shoes are OP as hell. I mean, you still have to remember the overworld is bigger. I mean, they have the running shoes because of, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald having it. But Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, you were able to get the running shoes before you even left your hometown. But in this game, you have to be Brock first, which is stupid. So, if I have to do forest grinding, I can only walk. I can't even run. So it sucks. It kind of sucks at how in this game you get the running shoes so damn late. Hey Jordan, what's with all the, Pokemon name? Alright, don't poison. Darn. Oh, he's doing the Pokemon rap? Electro, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey. Oh my god, that is. I knew Poliwrath was. I knew Butterfree was after Poliwrath, but I didn't remember the rest. That's funny. Onix, Geodude, Rapidash, Magneton, Snorlax, Gengar. I actually saw this one parody video where up until Gen 6, this guy like did the Poke Rap with every Pokemon in existence. And the whole video was like 27 minutes long. And the guy was like getting sick and tired of it. And he was struggling to breathe. I think it makes the most sense with the remix. Getting when you beat Brock makes the most sense because the guy blocked your path. Yeah, that is true. But it's still annoying as hell. Yeah, well, a while ago. I remember seeing that video. It was I think it was like 10 years ago. Plus, getting repels from Mount Moon is straight up broken. Come on, it's not broken. It's just like any other cave. But I get what you mean. Because the original Red and Blue didn't have repels at that mart. They had escape ropes, but not repels. They wanted you to suffer in here. But for the randomizers, I really don't mind, because it lets me catch Pokemon. Jordan, you're not just copying and pasting that, are you? Or are you actually doing it from memory? Should I get Thief? Because Thief is the only special attack Pidgeot can learn. It's totally a copy and paste job. Yeah, doesn't surprise me. I wouldn't memorize all that. So yeah, I'll get Thief just in case. I mean, who knows? Super effective damage for Misty might help. Yeah, he probably just finished anyway. At least I hope that was the end of it. I mean, I thought he would have just stopped when the rap was over. That wasn't the end. You know what? Since you already did the whole thing, yeah, I was gonna let you finish. But yeah, you're not allowed to do that ever again. I think maybe you could have at least asked, hey, do you mind if I sing the Poke Rap? Because that's going to be across, like, 9 different messages. So, I guess you could have asked. I would have said yes. How did I know it wasn't the end? I remember the rap as a kid. I watched Season 1. Well, I watched the entire thing on Netflix a long time ago. And, like, I don't have it memorized. That's 151 positions. I knew Electrode and Nidoqueen were right next to each other, but that's about it. Yeah, I knew Mew wasn't in there. I knew that. You know, I think it might be worth trying to fight Misty first, because I do outspeed her Starmie. But the question is, would Thief be better against it or Quick Attack? Because Thief will do super effective damage. You know, there's no harm in teaching it, because I really do not want Tackle. Yeah, they kept Mew so hidden. Mew was actually coded into the game last minute. Half the people at Game Freak didn't even know of his existence at the time. Let's see, Quick Attack does that much. Oh yeah, Thief is doing more. Uh-oh. Alright. That's why I get the Person Berry. Not only that, you can't get it legit. She was an event Pokemon I think was only distributed in an event that happened in Japan. I think some local toy stores and stuff had them as events. It was available, just in select places. There we go. That was Gen 2 with Celebi. I mean, I remember seeing tons of stories online talking about those Gen 1 distribution cartridges. Like, didn't Toys R Us have an event Mew a long time ago? I'm pretty sure it did, Game Dev. Look it up. Mew was not Japanese locked. Because I remember watching tons of videos on the old event Mews back in the day. They did do them in the US. Man, Stab Quick Attack is so good. Hmm. That's really weird. For some reason, Restream, like, the Restream chat, like, disconnected with the channels. Wait, what? Dude, you idiot. Okay, I just had to refresh the chat. It was being stupid. Yeah, Toys R Us, see? I told you, Game Dev. Told you. Via Peel and Win sticker. There were Mew events, Joe, they hardly... But they're hardly archived. There's a certificate of authenticity. But yeah, just look at me now. I can just open up GameHook and just give myself a Mew right now. Hello, DevMJ. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I don't know why I'm saving here, but... you never know. You know, I keep mentioning this, but Quick Attack with Stab, that's 60 base power, and the fact I have 35 power points, like, I'm one-shotting most opponents right now, and I really don't have to worry about going to the center that much. Plus, when I run out of Quick Attacks, I get to use Gust. I get to use Quick Attack. You stream a lot later? That's just on Mondays. Just Monday. Remember the NYC01234 Mew? I saw that. That's a Game Shark Mew. I watched that MNJ TV video about it. Pokemon, box. I watched that. Someone made, like, a Game Shark code to give yourself, like, that kind of Mew to make it look like it's legitimate when it's not. Why am I fighting this guy? It's a good thing I got Thief. Oops. So I guess Thief has a use after all, just for the early game Onyx. Oh, now that I think of it, I'm glad I actually got Thief, because this'll really help out in Rock Tunnel. Hello, Awesome Possum. Yes. So yeah, when I said earlier Thief wasn't going to be that useful, I lied. I saw Mewtwo Strikes Back in theaters back in the day. I remember seeing that promo card, yeah. I think it was the Ancient Mew card, or it might have been that Dragonite promo, or the Mewtwo promo. I remember there was also an Electabuzz promo too. I had all three of those. Not from the event itself, but I just had the card. I don't think I have them anymore though. Probably not. Oh, the Ancient Mew card was for the 2000 movie. Oh, okay. And plus, this is some really great early routing. I had 0 quick attacks, so I just taught Secret Power over quick attack right as I ran out. So now, I don't really need to stop at the center at all. Boss KO coming with the knowledge. Yeah, it's to fill the void for your lack of knowledge, Game Dev, when you said there were no Mew events in the US, when I knew that's a lie. It's okay, I'm just messing with you. So yeah, remember how in Gen 1, Nidoking had like so many power points with Horn Attack and Thrash, it never needed to heal? That's kinda how Pidgeot feels. I never saw any Pokemon movie in theaters. I mean, when Detective Pikachu came out a few years ago, I just watched it on DVD. I'm just gonna fight this guy just because he has a Butterfree that gives like 600 XP, and I can one-shot it. Boss KO and I are peas in a pod. It's one way to think of it. Alright, I am gonna heal here. Just because at the same time I can get this. Man, I used like none of those. Game devs, we're fossils to these kids. Wait, who are you calling kids? Oh, can't forget these. I mean, you gotta remember, you two. I grew up with 99% of the same games you did. Just at different times. What are your thoughts on Pidgeot? It's impressing me so far, but I know it's like that because I haven't really encountered a Rhyhorn yet. When I encounter Rhyhorn and Rhydon and I have to take them down with Steel Wing, it's not going to be fun. And besides, one day when I have to do this game with like a Pidgey and I can't evolve it, I'm probably going to have to be level 100 for the champion and use Double Team. I remember having to go see Spice World. Yeah, that's before my time. Okay. Oops. 1995 Spice World's The Spice Girls. Oh, I've heard of the Spice Girls, but didn't one of the Spice Girls sing the end credits for the first Pokemon movie? I remember hearing something about that. What Pokemon do you think will be worst for these games? Not any one Pokemon specifically, but I will tell you like a specific kind of Pokemon. Let's see. I don't know. I'll take a look at my leaderboard and see if I can find a pattern. To be honest, I know one example, electric types. Because of Brock and Giovanni. Like, all of Giovanni's Pokemon have Earthquake. And if you don't have a good way to take him out, you're screwed. The first event distribution of Bulbasaur was only in the New York City Pokemon Center from 01 to 03. This Bulbasaur had ancient power. The Spice World movie's a total cheese fest. Yeah, Game Dev. I remember hearing something about that. One of the women who sang, like, the end credit song at the first movie was apparently one of the girls from Spice Girls. Oops. I just looked it up. Posh Spice, Victoria Beckman sang the end credits to Mewtwo Strikes Back. Yeah, because I remember watching, it was a review of the movie online. That was a waste. Dude. I am bad. Alright, even though I could teach this now, just because Wing Attack has more power points, I'm gonna hold off on teaching this. Because I think Aerial Ace would be the most useful for Koga, because of his Muck having Minimize, but other than that, I can't really think of another instance. Especially since I cannot get hit with Sand Attack. There's also Crunch, Charmander, and Zap Cannon Squirtle. Yeah, I've heard of those. Zap Cannon Squirtle. Alright, sorry about that. And the Pokemon Center in New York City was the only legal method of getting every shiny legend except Celebi. Yeah, that would make sense. Do you still play Conquest? Not since 100%, no. I tried to speedrun it again live on YouTube, but I ended up just quitting after 15 minutes. I'm just gonna have to get back into speedrunning at my own pace. I mean, can you blame me after routing and doing 100%? The final runtime was like 77 hours. And it was just nothing but constant grinding. Like, I'm glad I did it, but it was still terrible. Yeah, it's understandable. Yeah, I'll get back at my own pace. Yeah, plus, I think you were there for some of the streams. Alright, I'm gonna need the PP up for return later. You know, even though I've streamed like every Monday, that might actually change. I'm gonna be talking to Steve after the stream, and especially for our blue randomizers, I'm gonna try and get that moved to Tuesday. Just because like school's starting back up, and like some people in the house have to get to bed earlier than they did before. So there's really not much of a point in me streaming if I have to be super, super quiet. I'm sure Steve wouldn't mind. But I mean, we can find a day that works. Oh yeah, there's the Rhydon, or Rhyhorn. Yeah, it does make sense, yeah. Uh-oh. Ow. Alright, let me try that again. You know, I really hate how the fixed damage from bind is doing more damage than the initial bind. There were 136 event Pokemon distributed in GSC in the Pokemon Center, like Petal Dance, Psyduck, or Bubble Magikarp. Yeah, that's funny. Safe attack. Secret power, hope for paralysis. Yes! Yes! There we go. That's good. do want to buy a lot of protein, so I'm gonna avoid shopping for vitamins. I'm just gonna come here and get some repels. What I'll do is I'll just go to Silpco and like get all the loose vitamins and then just buy a bunch of protein. So I'm gonna need all the attack I can get for the champion's ride on. Great Gyarados. Yeah, my physical attacks are still doing way more. Alright, I gotta use Repel. Darn it, wrong way. I'm only supposed to go that way in red and blue. In Fire and Leaf Green, I have to go up. Man. At least as a flying type, I'm completely immune to Boomerang. Because that Boomerang move is quite terrifying when I'm using a fire type. Sorry if I made you feel like I was pressuring you. No, you weren't pressuring me at all. I was just telling you what I was, thinking. It's just I do want to get back into it, but the problem is, with my kind of schedule, I'm trying to figure out the perfect time for when to start doing it. I'm trying to figure that out. And it's been kind of hard. Wait, can't leave without return. Are you able to play games casually? Yeah, I do. It's called the, newer gen Pokemon games. And Zelda games. like Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, BDSP. I'm taking a little bit of a break from Scarlet right now because I already poured a lot of time during all those Terra raids that were going on. I'll get back to it in a little bit. Probably a couple weeks. I mean, I did do a few speedrunning streams on YouTube and Twitch. The VODs are still up. I did, I think 2 separate Blast Force speedrun streams. And I think one of them lasted 2 hours. The thing is, though, like, they don't get nearly as many viewers because of not Terra waves, but Terra raids. Like in Scarlet and Violet, you can... There's, like, terrestrialization, and you can, like, go do those Terra raids. The moves that can have in a game is... Wait, what? The moves that can have in a game is 6, only in Gen 2, due to Celadon University, Dragon Rage, then Bubble and Reversal, then Flail. Most moves a Magikarp can have. Interesting. Did I pick up the Max Elixir on the cycling road, or did I skip it? I meant to pick it up. It's at the very bottom, but I don't remember if I did. Protein. I did not need that. Oh, I did get the rare candy? Okay. I didn't remember if I did. How much money do I got? Okay. I want to be able to get the proteins as soon as possible, so I'm gonna go get the high money items right away. Okay, 4, 5. BP up. Darn it. You can only have one of the event moves. Oh yeah. That's true. Thank you for no Thunder Wave. Appreciate that. How does the game expect you to know that the rare candy was there? It's called you have to get the item finder. Because you're supposed to catch 30 Pokemon as a reward to get an item finder, and then you're encouraged to use it everywhere, and then you can just explore and find hidden items. Alright. There's a 5th floor protein. Alright, I can leave and go buy 4. Yep. Alright, time for Go-Go. Pidgeot's doing a lot better than I expected. I also did the math for what level I have to be before I use all 12 of my rare candies. Because I have to be level 73 before even attempting Lorelei. It has to be level 61. So, when I defeat Rival 6, I'll see what level I'm at. Yeah, that is really nice. Because that muck is very defensively bulky, and it did more than half. That's the power of a stab return. Didn't do as much to the wheezing, though. Ooh, that was close. Also, my personal rules, if I faint in the overworld due to poison, but I'm on my way to a center, I consider it fair game. Alright, I can't get the rare candy in there till later. Wait a minute. Oh crap, I forgot some. In the Safari Zone, I was supposed to pick up the TM for Steel Wing. I almost never get that TM. There we go. I need that for Giovanni in here. Mon 43. Close. There we go. Almost killed it. Hello, John Calbro. It's going pretty good so far. Only 4 resets so far. And I think most of them were in the early game. Never mind. Yeah, that Gyarados is not good. I'll come back. I'll just go do Blaine first. Oh, wait. I need a surf user. on. There we go. Yeah, it was actually a very close poll. The reason I had to catch the Goldeen is because my normal Surf user is Lapras, but in order to get Lapras, I have to beat Rival 5. And I can't beat Rival 5 right now. His Charizard's not a 2-hit with Return. So I had to get another Surf user. I still need the Lapras for Strength, though. Alright, the reason I'm fighting this guy is because he guards a rare candy. Ooh, that was a nice one hit. It was a crit, but still. Game Freak does not like Pidgeot. What do you mean by that? I mean, its moveset sucks, yeah. If you're doing like a normal playthrough in Kanto, there are way better flying types, like Dodrio and Fearow. They're way better. Plus, they both get Drill Peck. Why am I not using a Repel? Mega Pidgeot. That is true, you got a point there. I mean, they made a Mega Beedrill too. You gotta go now? Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. You know, normally I wouldn't bother with this kind of gym training because I can just grind on Fisherman Elliott. He gives very efficient experience for rematching him. But I need the higher level for Rival 5, so I'm just gonna do it. I know, Jordan, but no Megas anymore. Other normal flying birds are better. Fearow was done dirty. Man, a lot of conflicting opinions in chat today. I don't think Fearow was did dirty. They gave Fearow one of the best flying moves in the game, Drill Peck. The base 80 power move with 100 accuracy, it's basically a slightly weaker Flying Thunderbolt. Plus, Fearow has a much better attack stat than Pidgeot does. I think it's faster, too. It's just Pidgeot's more balanced. Alright, let's see if I can beat Blaine. He does have 2 Intimidate users, though. In Kanto's, the only... Is Kanto the only region with fully evolved normal flying types? No, there's Swellow and Hoenn, there's Noctowl and Johto, there's Staraptor and Sinnoh, Unpheasant and Unova. I don't really know if there's any in Kalos, though. Oh, 3 of them. Oh. I don't know. Ow. You know what would have been the benefit if we had chosen Swellow? Swellow has guts. Like, that would have given Swellow a 50% damage boost. I'm gonna try one more time, though. I should have used a Sand Attack on the Arcanine. I'll come back. I just had to do the training anyway. Subpar stats, and in recent games it doesn't get many great moves, so it has the same build no matter how many moves it gets. Okay, just please hope I can two-shot the Charizard. Oh, ha. Sucker. That second one high-rolled. I am surprised that actually lived. Yeah, I chose Keen Eye because it's the only ability it gets in Gen 3. Tangled Feet didn't exist till Gen 4. Although Tangled Feet would have been interesting. Raising Evasion if I get confused. Like, that would actually be interesting. Turn, Sand Attack, Wing Attack, get rid of Thief. Yeah, not as many abilities exist in Gen 3 as you may think. Dude. That sucks. Alright, we're good. The average Fearow build is Drill Peck, Roost, and 2 coverage moves. Yeah, Fearow's better. Alright, there's... Oh, wait a minute. There's no vitamins or high money items I want here, because I already did my buy, so I'm just gonna get the rare candy and get out. Oh yeah, Game Dev, there is no badge boost glitch. It's just a 10% boost. That's it. Wow, I just looked up Pidgeot's moveset, really not much. It is not. Like, what you see here is pretty much my final moveset. Except, I'm going to replace Sand Attack with Substitute, and I'm going to replace Wing Attack at the champion fight with Attract. Or maybe the reverse. Yeah, thank goodness for Return. Although in Gen 1 it did get Mimic. I can get Mimic as a move tutor in this game, but I actually looked into the possibility of using Mimic on the champion for Rhydon, but the first Pidgeot has nothing good, and due to the good AI of the trainers in this game, he will send out Rhydon second. There's no possibility where he doesn't. Fly is still 70, that is true. Even if it was 90, I still would have stuck with Wing Attack, because over the course of 2 turns, 2 Wing Attacks is better than 1 Fly. Even though these guys aren't as efficient as Fisherman Elliott, these guys are all very close and compacted together, so it's very quick. I mean, yeah, I don't get hit for a turn, but I don't have leftovers to take advantage of that. If I had leftovers to take advantage of that, then it'd be helpful, but in order to get leftovers in this game, you have to catch 30 Pokemon to get the item finder. So it might mean less damage. I disagree. Because if you have to use 2 Flies versus 2 Wing Attacks to take out a Pokemon, you're still going to get hit twice. The only way that the invulnerable turn of Fly will help is if you're holding leftovers. If I had easy leftovers, I would use Fly, because it'd be free healing. It only gets 8 types of moves: Ground, Flying, Normal, Dark, Bug, Ghost, Steel, and Dragon. Dragon? Oh, you must be talking about modern games. Because I'm like, Pidgeot doesn't learn a Dragon move in this game. Well, you would need 2 Wing Attacks and only 1 Fly if it was base 90. Actually, no, in this game, Wing Attack is 60 base power, so it's really good. Oh, Fearow. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, level 50 made this fight a completely trivial fight. Although I probably jinxed it. Ow. That was unlucky. Alright, I know what I have to do. Oh, right. How does Blaine and Leafgreen compare to Yellow? Blaine is way easier in Leafgreen. It's just I, lost due to Fire Blast hitting. You know what? Since I have to do the Elliott grind anyway, I'm just gonna do it now. But it's really over 7, because why would you use Twister? The one advantage to Twister is that it can hit Pokemon while flying. That's like the only advantage. And that's really stretching it. Oh, this is something I need to remember to do. I need to get the Versus Seeker steps on my overlay again. Because when I upgraded my overlay, I never carried over the Versus Seeker steps. But the main reason I haven't is because all the Gen 3 games use the same overlay. So there's no Versus Seeker in the Hoenn game, so it would be reading garbage data and would probably cause the overlay to crash. One solution would be to make a separate HTML. I could do that. I mean, it's not really a big deal. Also, Dragon's a good type since it hits almost anything for neutral except Fairy. As well as Steel. It doesn't hit Steel for neutral either. Oh yeah, plus it's 40 base power. Did you just poison me? Yeah, Twister's 40. Yeah, this guy right here, besides the Elite Four is the single best source of experience that's rematchable. Like, I found that out myself through experimenting. This was back when all I did was like Leafgreen. It was all I did. Well, I also did Yellow and Emerald, but I actually like researched all the rematch teams. I experimented with a lot of them, even on the Sevi Islands. This guy unlocks his rematch team right here after you finish the tower. Look, I'm already level 52. I'm not going to do all of the training yet, though, because Blaine, Giovanni, and Rival 6 can still give me experience. So I'm just going to train to level 53 over a damage rounding threshold to hopefully two-shot that damn Arcanine. Also, I really hate how Seadra's the only non-poison type in all of Pokemon to get Poison Point. It's so irritating. Dude. Oh my god, this is bad luck. There we go. Let's try Blaine again. To be honest, I'm really not losing that much time, because all the Elliott grinding I did have to do anyway. The only time I would really save is all of the failed attempts at Blaine, as well as all the backtracking I'm doing. Well, let's hope this is enough. Oh, you know something that would actually be useful? If I had had agility, I would actually raise my own stats and have the Growlithe roar me to get rid of Intimidate. But, what the fuck, dude? But the problem is, there's no room on my moveset for that. I guess I could have gotten rid of Wing Attack. Man, stop hitting. There we go, finally. I didn't think Blaine would be the hardest gym leader in the whole game. Didn't have that on my bingo card. Fearow ain't doing anything with Twister because that's 61 special attack. I mean, it's worse than Pidgeot has 70. I just checked the Gen 4 TM moveset. It's a big improvement for Pidgeot with Heat Wave. Isn't that an egg move, though? Or a tutor move? Yeah, Roost is a good one. Self-healing move is really good. Roost improved so many flying types. Plus in Heart Gold, it's literally one of the first TMs you get in the whole game, besides Flash. Because Falkner gives you Roost. Also, even though this area is optional, the reason I'm doing it is just for the extra rare candy. Oops. Plus I skipped past it. Fuck. Yeah, it has the same stats, yeah. Thought they would have sold freshwater. Or Super Repel. U-turn's a great bug move. I know it'd be hard to work with in a solo run. Yeah. It's kind of the similar thing with Volt Switch. Like in Gen 5, I get the TM for Volt Switch from Elisa. If I want to use it, I'd have to make sure I have no HM users. But I just don't know why it'd be useful, because in Black and White 1 and Black and White 2, you get Thunderbolt before the leak. Well, Black and White 1, it's way further out of the way, but in Black and White 2, it's very easy to get. But if I had no choice, then I would have to plan PC visits. Wouldn't be fun. And it's PU in Gen 1 competitive and it sucks. Yeah, in Gen 1 competitive, it is really bad. Damn it. U-turn on Pidgeot would work great for the Elite Four in Heart Gold, Pearl, and Platinum. I'm sure it would. Lucian, Karen, and Will would easily be beaten. Yeah, that's true, but I think at that point Aerial Ace would be just as good, because Aerial Ace gets stabbed, and I wouldn't have to worry about depositing all my HM users. Because I'm one of those guys who doesn't like doing it. Especially in the Johto games, because in your hometown, there's no Pokemon Center. So you'd have to go over to Cherry Grove just to get your HM users back. You know, just because these gym trainers are very easily compacted, I'm gonna fight all the cool trainers. Especially since I just one-shot that Rhyhorn. Fly. Yeah, by then Fly would be 90 power. I would probably use Fly in those games. Not probably, I would definitely use Fly. Because I would get the leftovers. Level 56. Just 5 more levels until I use all 12 candies. Well, I only have 10. The 11th candy's in Victory Road, and the 12th candy's on Route 11. Or Route 12, I actually forgot to get it. I'm supposed to get it right before doing the Fisherman Elliot grinding, because the candy's right near him, but I just forgot. Did that thing use Swagger? It did. Huh. This is rare. Look at my EV spread. I have 3 stats that are over 100 or more. My attack's 143, my speed's 132, my defense just hit 100. I usually get 2 of them over 100, but it's rare for me to get 3. And it looks like all of my stats are fully maxed. My EVs are maxed out too, none of them are going up. So it's staying at 100, so it barely got it. Like, that's impressive. I mean, the extra defense will definitely help with Rhydon. Nice with the stats. Did anyone use Pidgeot in the yellow rando? I haven't downloaded all the videos yet. I'm probably gonna... I'll get to work doing it in the next couple of days. You would have to look in the Discord server and look at the leaderboard Steve M Plays kept track of. If anyone did Pidgeot, he would have seen it. He would have seen it. Do I need to heal? Yeah. Yeah, this looks like it'll definitely be under 150. I predict 145. That's nice. Come on, doesn't stealing have a chance to raise your defense? I don't think I've gotten it once this whole run. Any runs you've rejected? No. To be honest, everybody was really open and honest about what they've been doing. I don't think anyone cheated. I had one person, after the submissions were over, admitted to, like, crafting a theory-perfect ROM and doing a run with it, but he admitted it was cheated. Hello, Edmundo. I don't know if I'd ever do a run with Endeavor. Because if I'm at 1 HP, because the thing is, Endeavor can never kill the opponent. So it's kind of like a worse version of False Swipe. Or it's a better version of False Swipe. No one on the leaderboard. Dodrio was the only normal bird. Well, I mean, that's because in Gen 1, Pidgeot kind of sucks. Plus, in the randomizers, there's just way more rock types you just gotta be careful of. Like, if in the randos, if you see an early game Rhyhorn, you're screwed. There's Intimidate. At least in the champion fight, the Gyarados will be sent out as one of the last Pokemon, so that's good. I hate this Charizard. I super hate it. There are a lot of Polygrath runs. One of them is mine. Why do you think they made Dodrio and Fearow in the same game? Dodrio's a late game mom, but otherwise it's much better. I don't know. I don't know about the internal decision makings of Game Freak. No one really knows. Oh, that was lucky. You know, I don't think I need to do any more Elliot grinding. So the medium-slow experience group definitely really came in clutch. The most common, anything in the Gengar evolution line. Because people ended up realizing, like, halfway through the competition that Gengar is pretty much the best Pokemon to use in a randomizer. Because Gengar has, like, very few true weaknesses in a randomizer. The main one is, like, Pokemon that start with ground moves. But the only ones that actually learn them by level up are the Marowak line and the Golem line and Dugtrio line. So other than that, like, plus a lot of Pokemon have normal moves. Those can't hit Gengar. Yeah, Victory Bell was also really common too. Here it is. Do I have all 12? Oh right, the Victory Road one. Sodagar. Well, to be honest, it's very hard to get a Soda Gengar run. Because the random PC potion just happens to need to be a Soda Pop, and then the starter happens to need to be a Gengar. Or a Haunter. It's just when I created tons and tons of ROMs, I was just lucky that the first Gengar I ever saw happened to have a Soda Pop in the PC. Plus, I think Steve had one too, and then I think Game Dev ended up finding one. Mr. Mime and Nidoqueen early on. Yeah, Steve also had a very, very lucky Nidoqueen. It got Earthquake as like the third TM check in the whole game. Like, it did not deserve a time that low. Finding what? Didn't you find a Soda Gengar seed and give it to Steve? Because I thought, like, Steve had one, but he already played it. And then you made a second one and gave it to him. Or I might be thinking that wrong. Alright. What was the worst Pokemon on the board? The one in last place was a Vaporeon. But Vaporeon's really good in a rando. I only had Gengar seeds, no idea what were in the boxes. Oh. One thing I liked about how the way, like, the ROMs were created, you cannot... The only thing you could have theoretically cheated was, like, editing the starter in the randomizer. But one thing you could not cheat was what item was in the PC. So even if you had a Gengar, like, if you didn't have a Soda Pop to get straight to Psychic, like, you weren't going to be able to cheat that time save. You had to actually find a ROM with one of those drinks in there. And the drinks can literally be any item in the whole game. Just no TMs. Alright, I'm almost 61. Close. Alright, no more trainers. Funny thing is, I only ended up needing to do Elliott grinding like 4 times. So I honestly did not need to. If I had to be level 70 before the rare candies, then definitely. But 61 before is like really low. Especially since in Victory Road, these cool trainers are very good training because they each have 5 Pokemon apiece. Like, they are very, very good. Except for those two. Ignore them. It's a double battle. There's the double edge guy. I do not want double edge. I mean, it is up to 120 base power, but I cannot afford the recoil damage if I don't have a way to heal it. If I had leftovers, then that's fine. Cool, trainers are indeed cool. Oh, almost forgot. My Nidoking was a good seed, except I couldn't find Body Slam. But I'm not as good as you or Steve, so I lost time routing, got a 59. A 59 is still really good. Could have gotten a 49 easily? Probably. I need Substitute. Substitute over Sand Attack. I have Attract, right? Yep. The Substitute will mainly be to prevent speed drops from Rock Tomb against Bruno and the Rhydon. Alright, let's do this. It's not going to help here because all this Dewgong's moves are 100% accurate. Dude, that was so close. It's a range, okay. I mean, I'm not really afraid of Slowbro. The Jinx is going to be a one-hit. I'm going to use a Substitute. There we go. Yeah, I was thinking it would have used Confuse Ray. I was right. Is leftovers post-game? No, you have to catch 30 Pokemon, and I'm not doing that. If I did the round 2 of the Elite Four, then it would be free, because you need to catch 60 Pokemon just to even do the round 2. So when I used to do it as bonus content, I would just edit my save file to have all the Pokemon in the dex caught to do the round 2, and it would pretty much just give me the free leftovers. Looks like you will face the champion at 75. Yup, I pre-planned it. I planned to get to 73 at the start, because I assumed the 4 league members will get me 2 levels. I'm actually surprised that stayed up. Lol, protect stalling for hail damage. Yeah. Yeah, AI does stuff like that. Wing attack. Got any plans for bonus content? I'm not sure. I'm just gonna say no comment. But I will say, I do want to find a way to start doing stuff for members. Members and patrons. I mean, I was doing it for a while, but I just haven't had the time, so I gotta figure something out. Also, hey Steve, how you doing? Where you been the whole run? Have you been watching another movie? I think this fight would have been a good fight to have Aerial Ace. Alright, if I lose this fight, I'll just teach Aerial Ace over Wing Attack. Well, no, the reason time right now is bad for me is because I'm trying to do a bunch of content for December. It's like it's too much. Plus I work full time. It should be a miracle I'm not raising children yet. Well, it's not a miracle, it's called decision making. I tuned in just a bit before Sabrina left the stream on muted when watching movie number 6. I don't know how you can watch that many movies. That is nuts. Oh yeah, Steve, while you're here, we do need to talk. Some stuff has changed for me, especially with the start of a school season starting for some of my family. We're gonna need to move the blue randomizer to a different day of the week from now on. What day will work for you? Would Tuesday work? Cause I could do Tuesday at 10 o'clock Eastern, if that's fine. It's just Mondays aren't gonna work anymore. No, don't substitute. Just go for stealing. Okay, I really should have gone for a substitute. Because it would have blocked that scary face. It's a good thing I had that Lumberry. Violent Night, the Hungover Games, Champions, Black Demon, Knock the Cabin, Pretend I'm a Superman in Jungle. Oh my god. Am I even going to be able to beat Lance? Damage rounding. Nope. Alright, so I'm definitely going to need to use Substitute on, I'll use it on the Gyarados. I don't have any Freedas. The only way to move it would be doing back-to-backs. What do you do Sundays? Man, Lance is a good example of broken AI with Substitute. It's hilarious. Sunday's football day. I'm sorry. I'll never say that again. I didn't mean to offend you. I mean, even at like 9 o'clock? Because if we did Sunday stream, it would start at like 9 o'clock. I mean, like, when does football generally end on Sunday? Does it literally go all day, like into midnight or something? Sir. Right, I'm gonna need to teach Attract. I have to move my Saturday stream around Ohio State games. One at 4:30, and then one at 4:30, and one at 4:30, and 7, 8, 12. I don't know how to read that. Oh, okay, I know how to read it. 1 at 4:30, 4:30, 8 to 12. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Crystal randomizer stream could break the time if unlucky, taking 2 more hours, but at least it ends often more. Yeah. Alright, I gotta reset. Alright, I wasn't paying attention, I was reading chat. I was supposed to set up Substitute on the Pidgeot to prevent Feather Dance. That was cool. I want to see if I can set up a substitute again. Nope. Maybe I could have if I had set up an attract. Oop, it's gonna sleep powder. Yeah, Steve's a bit obsessed with football. Plus, the good thing is about Substitute, it blocks Intimidate. I used Attract because I do not want the Gyarados breaking my Substitute. $146.07 with 12 resets at level 76. Yeah, Steve is insane. I mean, we already knew that, but still. This run went way smoother than I thought it would. It's a good thing I planned for the champion fight. I planned it. I'm sorry, you don't like any hobby as much as I like football. 58% were believers. That is true, but look at the time. It was actually close, so my over-under was actually a pretty good estimate. Yeah, Steve is a lunatic. Well, this right here is my hobby. So, yeah. Well, I do edit videos, too. So, plus I'm working on, like, 13 different videos for December, so I'm probably as obsessed as Steve is with football. I was on the over. I cannot believe you didn't have more resets. I mean, 12 is still kind of a lot. I mean, thank God for Steel Wing. And plus, I heavily invested in protein for attack. Look at my attack EVs. Not often my attack EVs are higher than my speed. Like, that's rare. I used a total of like 6 proteins. Alright. So let's see where this puts us. 146.07. Alright, let's see. So this would put us in 12th place underneath Pokemon like Houndoom and Articuno, but above Quilava and Celio. So it's right on the border of stuff that's good to stuff that sucks. So it's like right in the middle. It's kind of where I expected it. Pidgeot's like right in the middle kind of Pokemon anyway. Alright, so let's add that right now. Alright, let's see. If you have a sports guy friend, I'm a bigger sports guy. Probably. Because any sports friends that I do have wouldn't be a lunatic. What was the time? 4:18. A quicker game time than Houndoom and Articuno. That's interesting. Quicker game time than Articuno. Oh, I know why. It's because Articuno had to grind for Brock. It's in the slow level up group. Alright, Pidgeot. Tip. Click the button, bottom right square, it'll drag the formula. That is literally what I do. Pictures. Alright, I'll edit that square later. Alright everyone, thank you all for stopping by, I really appreciate it. The next stream will be, let me bring up this. Oh wait, no, I don't need to. It'll be Thursday. Steve and I will be doing a blue random followed by a crystal one. It'll be fun. I swear I saw you drag it, just double click it. Well, I did. The first thing I did was manually change this to 12th, and then I just highlighted this and dragged it. Alright, so yep, I'll see you all on Thursday. Bye.